And one of the things that I continue to hear, regardless if it is an actor, an artist, business person, whomever it may be, they always say they get to the top and it is lonely. They look, and there's nobody around them. I don't want to be in that situation. I want to look around and see everybody and be happy and be able to share these beautiful moments at the top.
Right.
That's it. That's what life is
Entourage,
about.
baby.
Yeah, that's what life's about. You don't want to get to the top and then you just kind of looking like, oh, well, I guess I'm here by myself now. And
I got a personal chef, if that counts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not what life's about, man. It's if you can help others, help others. You know, it's not difficult to do that, to help others, regardless if you believe in good karma, if you don't believe in it at all. You know, if you are a good person and you generally feel humility towards others, you will help in some way or another. That's why being able to message you or liking or sharing, it's free of charge.
Yes.
How much effort does it take me to move my finger from one section of my screen to the other? It takes no effort. Why not do that if I can help in some way or another? You know, we're all here trying to do the same thing. We have this one common goal, and it's beautiful to just be a part of it and to experience it and to see it. And if we can help each other in some way or another, why not? You know, why not?
Yeah, it's so true. And you know, people will often tell me, like, sometimes you know, there's always these fears, like, oh, you shouldn't, these social kind of cues or customs, like, don't really like tell someone, can you repost this, like, don't be desperate, or don't. And for me, it's more like, well, I'm not messaging just anyone. Like, if I did a podcast with someone, right, I say, hey, I'm like, you know, if you enjoyed the podcast, it'd mean a lot if you reshare it, kind of thing, right? And what it is that sometimes, you know, obviously you can't expect it, but the way I look at it is, a lot of people will kind of understand, like, where you're coming from. The people that like what you were saying, like, kind of like you and I clicked. It's like, I didn't really like tell you, like, can you repost it, kind of thing. But it's just like, even if I was like, hey man, do you mind, like, if you can reshare it? Like, I remember when I first was posting content, what I'm trying to get at is, my friends would be like, yo, why didn't you tag me? Like, why didn't you repost it? Why didn't you tell me to repost it? Like, my closest friends. And I'd be like, oh, I just didn't want to, like, I didn't want to sound pretentious. Like, yeah, reshare my stuff.
Yeah.
But they're like, right, exactly. But what their argument was is like, but we told you how much we loved it, and we told you to, like, keep us updated on it, and we had a great time. Don't never, like, feel free to, like, you know, tell us, like, we're your friends. And it's like, we don't. That's what I'm saying is, like, everyone takes life so serious that way, where you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's like, what's so wrong about, you know, Shavae telling me, hey buddy, like, I got this film. I'd mean a lot if you could just promote it on your page, or, like, you know, could you just, like, give a shout out, whatever. Like, I would do that. I'm a filmmaker, and I would be like, hey, I watched this film, you know, go check it out. You know, like,
Yeah.
you don't know, I don't know, like,
Yeah,
and
like,
someone what I'm trying to say will tell you probably, or someone listening to this would be like, oh, I could never do that, or, like, you know, that's so, like, bodacious. But it's like, but if you're friends, or if you're colleagues, or in the business, right? Like, you're not. I'm not talking about, like, you're messaging Gary Vee to do this. you're messaging, like, a friend that you've worked with. What is so wrong? Like, that's just my attitude. Like, it's business at the end of the day. It's networking. That's how you get ahead, is having the courage to go in for the ask and say, hey, would you like to share this this experience? You know, so.
Yeah, I find you know, ego is the biggest killer. That's what it is. I think egos get in the way of their distraction. And again, I get it. I get why people, you know, get their egos because of their successes and blah 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 blah. But as long as you're staying humble, you will never allow your ego to get into the way of your decisions. I will never allow my ego to stop myself from posting. If you do a film, or whatever the capacity is, to just repost it. First of all, am I not in love with filmmaking and films and TV and everything that is creative? Just going down back to the surface level, why would I not enjoy that period? So to share it so that other people can feel the experience that I felt, you know, why not? So that's really what it is. A lot of the times it's just the ego that that gets in the way, and it's a distraction. And just remember who was there for you when things were going well. Remember who's been along the journey, who's been supportive of you, and if you can help again in any way, just help. Just
Yeah.
help. You don't have to kill yourself to help. Nobody's telling you to kill yourself. Some people will do that naturally because that's how they are and that's who they are.
Yeah.
But it takes nothing to just help and to support.
Yeah.
And again, as you said, this is a business. So, being able to, be showcased, um, to have that identity, to be shown, it is so important, right? It takes nothing, man. And I think if people got rid of that mindset of that, competition and the ego and all that stuff, it would be a lot. It would be a
Or just
lot
the
better.
fear.